Good evening, people. How you doing? Give time. I'm getting my earbuds out so I can hook it up. Oh, get down. Welcome, everybody. Hope everybody had a good day. Hello. Lordy. Hello. Welcome. Welcome, people. Hello, Joanne. Baseball. Glad you're all here tonight. Welcome to the chat.
Again,
We-
just for now, take this call, put it in pending.
Remember, I got
She's gonna call.
remember to guard your privacy and abide by our community standards. God bless you all. And this is God's YouTube channel. God rules. No fighting, no cussing, no arguing, no hate crimes. Don't tell me you're gay because it'll start a fight with somebody. God bless you all. And what I want you to do, people has cancer. Cancer is bad if you're a child or you're an adult or a female. And you seen on your local news. Thank you, baseball. Everybody loves you all too. Hello, 709. Cancer is bad. And if you could afford it, people, in the state you live in, you see St. Jude's on your TV, kids who has got cancer. St. Jude was started by Danny Thomas. And some of you don't know who Danny Thomas is. I remember when I was young, you used to see Danny Thomas on TV, I guess every weekend. I can't remember exact day. It was black and white because we started out with a black and white TV before they came out with color TVs. And I just want you to think about the people who got cancer, even kids. And everybody been sick. 709. Everybody been sick. You know, they need to take this. And I don't know if you all saw this video. It was done, I rebroadcast. It was done by CBN, I believe it was, about the 13-year-old boy. I can't get him out of my mind. who had brain cancer, diagnosed when he was about 6 years old, 6.5, somewhere in that time frame. The doctors only gave him about 4 months to live, and he's 13 now, and he still got brain cancer. And you all heard, I believe it's called Make-A-Wish Foundation, that grant kids their dream because they got cancer or a life-threatening disease. I want you to think about maybe donating to them. Because this, 13-year-old boy, it could be your grandson or granddaughter or your son or daughter. And he has 900 plus honorary police departments under his belt at 13. Will he live to be 21? I don't know. I don't know. Only God knows. Only God knows, people. And I want to thank you all that tried to help me out with LG on their thing. Got a few emails what to do. I've done everything, called them on the telephone, contact a TV troubleshooter, that Federal Trade Commission, the BBB, and that person told me in the email to call this number, and they walk you through it, try to diagnose it. How can they walk you through it? Every time you call a number, they hang up or say, we send a repairman out. I don't know what to do. Somebody said, well, I done contacted the BBB, the Federal Trade Commission, the troubleshooter at the local TV station about it. I just don't know what to do anymore. You have to go out and buy food that you can cook in the microwave, or you have to order and have it delivered. When you're on a fixed income, people, it's hard. I've been trying to keep up about the 5,000, 10,000, whatever they said on the internet. I won't believe anything until I hear it straight from President Trump or J.D. Vance. Send my 5, brother. As I've told you all, the illegals that comes here to the United States, they get like a credit card or a debit card. It got around $13,000 loaded on it. All they have to do is call that 800 number, and they got about $13,000 they can spend whatever they want to. Also, they get a brand new vehicle, a car or a pickup truck. Or they get free rent. Or they get put up in a motel, free rent. Who pays for it? You as the taxpayers pay for it. I've told them that, Joanne. Come and fix the blankety blank thing. But I'm trying to stay calm. I got one more trick up my sleeve. And only one person knows what that is. Not gonna let the kitty cat out of the bag. But I'm letting you buy anything new. Research it on the internet. Look at the reviews on it. Check to see if there have been any recalls. The first LG stove, let's see if I can, I don't know where the manual is. Probably, it's the manual underneath my computer. I want to tell you the model. I feel okay. On the back of the stove, it got a tag on it. And it has two models. The first model is LREL 6323. The second model is LREL 6321. And I'm asking you smart people like 709, could I put, like I say, protect your privacy? If I would put that reference number on here, that could help me out, but it could hurt me, because we do have crazy people on YouTube. I do not blame Home Depot. Home Depot is not to blame for anything. And, I got all kinds of phone numbers on here from LG. Everybody. All the phone numbers that LG has, even the sales rep that's in my area, goes to Home Depot, Lowe's, Walmart, Sam's, and he's an a-hole. I'm just going to mention his first name, Kenny. He was an a-hole, just like the rest of the LG people. You figure since he's a sales rep, that he will help you, because by him being a sales rep and he sells all LG stuff to all these people, that he would help me out. He didn't give a crap about me. That sounds like LG. Okay, when I found my complaint, type it in on my computer to the Better Business Bureau, the BBB, found out that LG is not part of the BBB. And it's stupid, people. Anybody who has a business like that, I thought was part of the BBB. Now I see why the LG do not care about us. And it's bad. You can't cook in the oven. I tell you, the first one we got around December 13th, 12th or 13th of 2024. It's one of them smart stoves. And I've showed you, let me show you if I can do it right. Oh, okay. If you see right here, that's the control panel. That's where your clock is. You set the temperature for your oven, bake, or whatever, and you set your clock. You can't do nothing. And I want you to boycott LG. You know, don't buy any LG stuff. You know, it makes me mad how we get screwed with by business. No matter if it's LG or a car dealership or computer people, computer hackers, your trolls. Everybody has trolls on their YouTube channel. They're there to hurt you, not help you. I want to thank all of my subscribers wherever you're at. We are family. Not blood family, but we family. They're out. And when we in need to learn something. And I'm thinking to share. Yes, I got them on. I've always got my socks on, Yoakum. See, people, if y'all don't know Yoakum, he knows about diabetes. He knows I'm old. It's not a foot thing. And like I said, we're family. When I get an email from new subscribers and I check my email, I subscribe back to you. But I think I got some ghost subscribers because I don't get emails on some of them. So I guess you call it ghost. You YouTube family can explain it to me more. I need probably about 38 hours of watch hours, I think, to get to 2,000 if I read that right. Like I say, I don't know what I'm looking at. So when it comes to computers, people, I'm stupid. Like baseball guy, he's a young person. He knows about computers. Hey, when I was his age, they didn't have computers. They didn't have cell phones. We had an old black and white TV. You had a little box on top of your black and white TV where maybe an outside antenna or rabbit ears, you adjust it for your UHF or channel 15 or channel 68, which is PBS. I watch that quite a bit because it's public broadcast service owned by the government. Back when I was in elementary school, we had a big table, maybe 5 feet high, with a black and white TV on there, and we watched Spanish, learn how to speak Spanish back there then. I think they had about math. I don't know if they do that anymore. You younger people probably would know it. Now I got hiccups. And that's how we got education. I don't know if any of you listen to Buck and Clay on the radio. They was talking about education during under Biden during the virus. And, and the schools were shut down. That hurt our kids. They didn't get educated. You can't do everything on a computer. You got some people out there that homeschool their kids. The ones that I know it's homeschool is a whole lot smarter than the ones that's in school that gets taught by the teachers. Every kid that I know that lives in my area, yeah, I saw it on there, and and they're a whole lot smarter. What does when you get homeschool? What's the difference between homeschool, public school, private school? What's the difference? Maybe could it be a smaller class? When I was in school, we had about 10 to 15 kids in the class. That means a teacher, we could learn. Now you're looking at 20 to 30 kids to a class. And that don't work out. The class needs to be smaller, in my opinion, since I'm old. You know, I was brought up in the olden days where when the kids gets home from school, they change into their work clothes, especially if you live out on a farm. You had your farm work to do. And like me, when it was summertime, we had to go out and cut the grass, make sure the flower beds, weeds is pulled out, and go out and weed in the garden and pick up the apples that was on the ground before we cut the grass on Friday. Because Dad always wanted the grass cut before Sunday, because Sunday is the Lord's day. And I did get a few whippings when I was young. Today, it'll be classified as child abuse. That wasn't child abuse. I was a mean boy. I was mean. And I tell you some things. If you do it today, you get kicked out of school and probably get arrested. Back in my days, kids, please don't do that. I used to put thumbtacks either in the teacher's chair or some bad students I didn't like. They would sit down and they go, ouch. But today, that is illegal. That's considered assault. It'll get you kicked out of school. So don't do what I said I used to do, because you end up probably going to jail. So please don't do it. Stay in school. Get your education. That's important. Get your education. Boys, leave the girls alone. Let them get to their dreams and go to college. They don't want any kids while they're in junior high or high school. Wait until you're 25, 28 years old to start a family. You need to get your education out of the way. Well, I got 51 degrees here. Man, I hate these touch screens. I got touching something, and all kinds of things start popping up. You know, touch screen is okay, and you got to be careful. I figure Sherry will be on here from the email. She said she'd be on here. She could have fell asleep. Everybody has problems. They're sick or family problems. I I say family's number one, people. Family is number one. Take care of your family first. I'm not worrying about you. You know, and Joanne, I had a comment that she was sick. That's okay. Take care of yourself. Your health is more important than I am. I'm nobody. I'm not rich. I'm low income. I'm at the bottom of the totem pole on income. I'm nobody, but I want you people treat everybody nice here on YouTube, your YouTube channel. And I'm asking you younger people, like if you're at Walmart or Kroger's or Sam's or wherever you at, and you see an old person, man or woman, say, "Hello, young man. Hello, young lady." You know, that, that makes me feel good. And I said that to one older lady. She's older than I am. I'm in my 70s, but she was older than me. Her head got so big when I said, "Hello, young lady. How you doing today?" Oh, that made her feel so good. And in the video, I guess I done last night, I think. I don't know, I slept since then. I went outside to get some corn and put over there on the west side of my house. And I had a half bag of corn that was in a Rubbermaid or whatever you call it. It had a lid on it, but I usually have a concrete block on it. I guess I forgot to put the concrete block on it. Went out there, the lid was up, the whole half bag of corn was gone. I searched in my backyard. I don't know what happened to it. So I had to go to, I call it Orchland, but it's not Orchland now. I guess it's Boomgard, Bloom something. They took over Orchland, got a bag of corn, had it on the cart, paid for it, pushed it out to the car. There was a younger man, I'm going to say maybe 30s. This is at Scott County, Indiana. And they were loading stuff all up, I guess, for his boss. Yeah, his wife. Because women's always the boss, people. Remember that. That's how you could stay married 60 plus years, that she's the boss. Even 10 years, 15 years, she's the boss. And I got back to my car, pushed the button. Lordy, I bet you got a shot too, Joanne. I ain't gonna say where. I don't know if they give ADOT shots in the rear end anymore. But this gentleman in a red or maroon truck, a pretty nice truck, I ain't gonna say what model it was. Him and his son came over and said, "Sir, we load it for you." I said, "God bless you." I didn't ask him. They loaded up. I said, "God bless you. God will reward you." They were from Scott County, Indiana. I told you, those people in Scott County is very nice people. And that's what I like. They're better in Scott County than they are Clark County. Since I've been living here over 6 years where I'm at, they're very nice people. That's one I like. If they treat me nice, I treat them nice. If they treat me like a hole, I treat them like a hole. It's just like people, you got bad and good police officers. Some of them's good, some of them bad. And I wish the good ones would report the bad ones. But from what I've seen around where I live, within, say, 50 miles in either direction, maybe 100 miles, north, south, east, and west, that the good ones have turned into bad ones. They got in trouble by reporting the bad ones. But I want to thank you all, the good police officer, for the good job that you all do. I know some people don't like you because of some bad police officer. I treat you all with respect, just like you treat me with respect. I treat you with respect. I came up on a car wreck last year. I don't know what month it was or what day it was. I filmed it live and I stayed back out of the way. Then I went up and looked around the car. The car was from Indianapolis, Indiana, which 50 to 100 miles north of me, the capital of Indiana. This drunk driver turned in front of this nice pickup truck, and he was drunk. He was drunk. And I think they took the dad to the hospital because when you're drunk, the way it is around here, it might be different in your state. If you're drunk, they have to take you to the hospital to see if you're sober enough to go to, be locked up and not coke on them. Well, then CPS of Scott County came in and took the kids. And Scott County got some good police officers. Like this one that I've talked to. I believe his name is Officer Green. And I know a little bit about gas stations since I used to work on one back when they didn't have cameras back there then. But I knew this gas station had cameras. I said, Officer, if you go in there and check, they got cameras. They got cameras. He didn't even think of it. He went inside. I told him who I was. Thank you, Mr. Cartwright, for telling me about that. I said, I try to get along with everybody. Maybe I made a friend or maybe I made an enemy. But I helped that police officer out because they had a video that showed everything. Every gas station has videos. Walmart, Sam's, Best Buy, they all got videos outside. People remember that. Grocery stores had video cameras outside and inside. People is stupid sometimes. What, Margaret? No, you ain't getting a husband. I can't afford no more babies in this house. You need to find you a job and go to work where I can have the money to buy your cat food. Oh, people, what would we do without the animals? I had a visitor show up over the weekend, a gray tomcat. I call him Blue Boy because I used to have a cat like him. He's kind of an old gray tomcat. He was real lovable. I could pet him, pick him up, open the door. He came in. I pet him. He rubbed around my feet. I introduced him to John Wayne, my inside tomcat, and he kind of made me mad. He kind of done number two on the floor, and he went right back outside. He slept there. I figure about 9 o'clock when I feed the outside cats that he'd be there. He was gone, but around 4 or 5 o'clock, well, if they ain't got any dry food, he was there. I said, "Hello, Blue Boy." Reached down to pet him. Bam! He took off about 90 miles an hour. But people, this probably be my last video this week until maybe Thursday, because I have to go to the eye doctor Thursday. I think it's Thursday. Uh, yeah, it's Thursday. I had to look at the date because that date is sticking in my mind. One thing I hate about cataract surgery, you have to sit there 3 to 4 hours, paperwork, the test, paperwork, more tests, more eye drops. Then they move you back to another room. Then they put the IV thing in your arm. Then they put the EKG patches on you everywhere. Then they stick the thing on your finger, I guess for your maybe pressure or oxygen. Then they put the BP cup on you. They give you this throwaway hospital gown. And they make sure they mark the right eye. I said, "Which eye you going to do today?" I said, "The left eye." Then they will mark it. And you sit there anywhere from 5 minutes to an hour. Then they move you out to the hallway, close to the OR operating room. You sit there anywhere from 5 minutes to 45 minutes, freezing to death. Well, they do give you a blanket if you tell them you're cold. Hey, diabetes, you cold. I don't know what the temperature was there, but I was freezing. Yeah, you're right, 709. It seems like Margaret's doing that about every week. Usually they skip a week, but so far she's been doing it every stupid week. I go out there and get John Wayne, the tomcat, bring him in here. She hisses at him. Why, I don't know. Then I get one of them outside tomcats. She hisses at them. But I got good kitty cats. If it wasn't for them people keeping me calm, any animal you got, if it's dog, cats, birds, or farm animals, they know when you feel bad. They try to comfort you. Some of you got pet raccoons. I've seen some that had pet skunks. And, I don't know if I would have a pet skunk or not. But I just want everybody to be good, treat everybody good, pray for everybody. Some of you ain't got the money to help St. Jude's out because they help kids with cancer. And you baseball person. DJ Daniel, 13-year-old boy, got brain cancer. I don't know if you watched it last week during President Trump's speech to Congress. And, 13 years old. Everybody stand up and clap for this 13-year-old boy, cheering him on because he's a cancer person. And I don't know, people's going to get mad because I am a registered Democrat that I shouldn't talk bad about them, but they did not stand up, clap for that 13-year-old boy. I know you all people on here is voting age except one. By being a young kid of 12, 13, you look at that. Would I want to be a Democrat if they don't care about a 13-year-old boy that got cancer in the brain? I'm sorry. I was mad. I know what I like to do, but I didn't want to bust my TV out. When the woman lost a 12-year-old girl that was beat up, raped, murdered by MS-13, which they got another name, was killed. Then another mother who lost her college daughter that was killed by an MS-13 person. And a woman, her husband, I believe, was a New York cop, was killed by MS-13. Those people is bad. And on the news here where I live, here local, it was on, I believe, WLKY TV over the weekend. They had a shooting in Clarksville, Indiana, which is south of me, southwest of me. It's past Salisbury. I guess that'd be exit 7, 5, somewhere in there. No, it's exit 5 because 7's Hamburg. It was done by an MS-13 gang member in Clarksville, Indiana. People, it's just down the road, maybe 15 miles of MS-13. I can't remember if the person is still alive or what. I can't remember. And that's what the things that happened this weekend around me. I've told you I'm going to the eye surgeon. I think it's Thursday, Like I said, I went in the bathroom and I look up on the counter. But I think it's Thursday. But heck, as soon as I walk in here, I forgot what day it was. So it happens. Yeah, let's get to it. I'm going to be experimenting. I think I'm going to go on StreamYard. Well, the DUI guy, he got off of StreamYard and operating on OBS. I don't like it. It's too complicated for this old man. And I'm going to pick out on StreamYard. I'm going to use the free version. As long as I don't go over 19 hours. It said 20 hours, but 19 hours. I'm going to share some videos since I got a new computer. I just want to experiment with StreamYard on this computer. And see and share other people's videos. I might share Megan Fox Rider and the Umbrella Guy videos. I want you all get to know them, and some other videos. Might do some RD on the scene, YouTube videos on StreamYard. And I'm trying my best, people. Sometimes you don't like what I've talked about, but let your younger people know I'm 70 plus years old, 4 heart attacks, high blood pressure, low income, and I just can't get out like those other people and get good videos for you all. I'm just trying to educate you where you can live longer, how to get along with your mate, and try to teach you stuff. And there's like I say, one other person's my age. It's on here. It's Wire, Wire. You see him on there. He's my age. And we try to educate your younger people. I don't. People, I'll tell you something. When I was baseball's age or younger, the Democrats and the Republicans, they worked together. They worked together. Senator Lugar and Quayle was Republicans. Lee Hamilton was the 9th District Congressman from all here in Indiana. Lee Hamilton was a Democrat. They all worked together. They didn't take bribes like they do now. But why can't the Democrats and the Republicans, independents, all work together like it should be? Back when John F. K. was president, that's before baseball time. That was back in the 60s. Then you have Ronald Reagan, the actor. He was a good president. And to make America great came from Ronald Reagan. He's the first president to start that speech, make America great again. That was Ronald Reagan. And that's one I like. We need to make America great again. But the only way we can make America great again, people, is God. We have to put our faith into God. And that's what we have to do. I want you people to say prayers to all the people out there that has cancer, especially the ladies who has cancer. But this 13-year-old boy, when I watch his videos either on YouTube or TikTok. Most of them is on TikTok. He makes me cry because I'm human just like you. And 13 years old and still has brain cancer. Where he lives to be 21, where he become a police officer. What I know about cancer, I would say no. He won't live to be 21, but he has proven doctors wrong before because when he was 6 years old, the doctors only gave him 4 months to live, and now he's 13. And like I said, I showed you that YouTube from CBN where that nice lady interviewed DJ Daniel and his father. And I'm very proud of that young boy. He's following his dreams, got his faith in the God, 13 years old. And I will do some outside videos, you know. I might use my GoPro, put it on. I hate to push my lawnmower because I can have a heart attack. I'm not supposed to push. I push more. But I ain't got the money to get me a new riding lawnmower. If you look at it, people, a good riding lawnmower is about $2,000, give or take a little. I like to have a zero turn because they're about, 64-inch wide cut, and the cut it down quite a bit. A push more will take me 5 days to cut my 1 yard. I cut for, I stop because that's pushing it. I can have a heart attack. You people knows who has heart attack, what they can do and what they can't do. And I'm not supposed to be pushing a lawnmower. But maybe that $5,000 that the government people talking about, maybe I could get a new riding lawnmower. Just have to wait and see. I won't believe it until President Trump tells us it's so. Everything I see on the internet, I don't know what to believe. That's true. It's awesome. We all can use the extra money. I like to make $5,000 a month from Social Security. But here's the only catch. If I got $5,000 a month Social Security, my house payment will probably go up to maybe $1,000 a month. Maybe more. I don't know. Then my food stamps will go down. So I hope everybody have a good Monday night. At 7:09, I'm watching a good show. I guess it was filmed where you live in Canada. It's Hudson and Rex. He's a detective. Hudson is a detective, and Rex is a canine police dog that I watch every Monday. When we got back from the dog, I'm still watching Hudson on TV. And the places they show in Canada is pretty nice. It is a great show. I don't know how I found it. I don't know if I was just scanning through the local channels or what, and I got watching it. How Hudson got Rex. They showed it again tonight. That his canine officer got shot and killed. And I like the show. I don't know if it's a true show. I don't know. They usually make shows of what happened in real life. But I don't know what part of Canada this is filmed in. Boy, I'm getting hot. And I got my temperature sitting on 67 degrees, and I'm getting hot. I hate to open my window, people, because when you got a screen in your window, you know how tiny those little holes are in your screen. Those stupid blankety blank flies can get through that little tiny hole. And then I had to put up with flies, put more fly traps up. I can't fool with those flies. That irritates me. And just like when I do my Sunday night 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time video of Bob Joyce, a great preacher, I got no flies on my TV until I start sharing Bob Joyce videos. I guess them flies goes to church too, people. I don't know. But, I try to keep this an hour because people don't like to watch things over an hour, especially me, because my videos ain't that good. But it will get better since it's getting warmer outside. Yeah, I believe I'm gonna have to either open my window up or turn my air condition on. I think it'd be easier to just turn my air condition on instead of open the window. And like I said, if you all got a screen, you know how tiny those holes are. Those flies can get through that little tiny hole. And I hate them. I hate them. When I was young, living at Dad's house upstairs, had one of those portion light things up there with a pull chain where you could turn your light off and on. I had a hole about the size of a quarter next to it. When I turned that light on, Herman would show up. That's when I named that pet fly, Herman. And he'll fly around, he'll land on my nose like he's looking me straight in the eye. And I turn the light off, Herman will go back up in the hole. But every time I turn that light on, he'll come out, fly around my head, and he'll land right here on my nose and look at me. I said, Herman, get off my nose. He'll leave and probably get on the headboard, or he sit there. If I'm watching the old black and white TV, he would sit there and he'll watch TV. Animals are strange, no matter if they're flies. I've seen people that got cockroaches. They got names for them. They call the name and the cockroach will come out and get up to them, and get on their hand. They sit there and I look at them, and he said, "How you doing, so and so?" and kind of pet it a little bit, and then it'll take off, go back to their house. I've seen animals, all kinds of animals, but when I get off of here, I'm gonna go in the living room, peek out the living room window onto the porch, see if Blue Boy's sleeping in the box. Yeah, that's funny. The first night Blue Boy came here, he's a gray old tomcat, kind of on the sick list. He was real lovable. He come in, rub around my legs, I could pick him up, this and that, put him down, open the door to come in. He came right in, start rubbing my leg, and gave him some canned cat food, and he decided to do his business on the floor. That's when he went back outside, and I had to clean up his mess. That's my fault. And he was gone the next morning when I got up to feed the outside cats. Then he comes back about supper time. And he be laying in a box. I said, "Hello, Blue Boy," and start to reach down to pet him. Bam, he takes off 90 miles an hour. How can a kitty cat change that quick? It's weird. But I love my animals. And I looked out the other day. I saw the groundhog. I do have groundhogs, but they're scaredy cats. If that one raccoon might show up, if he's not dead, he got a broken hip. He was kind of friendly, but when we first met, they scared the crap out of me. No, I won't make you a moderator. There'll be no more moderators until I get over 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. There won't be any more moderators. This is just how I am. Because I had two bad moderators. They was trolls, computer hackers. And I didn't like them. They still causing me problems. I got them blocked. FBI and YouTube's looking into them. Got different names and this and that. I told them who they were. YouTube is looking into it because they call it stalking and harassing me, is what I think the Fed calls it. Hey, Joanne, I used to know, well, God rest her soul, she was a hillbilly. And that's back in my younger days. I could have dated her, but I didn't. She's a real nice girl. She got to meet my mother and all this. She was a hillbilly. I guess maybe a Kentucky hillbilly or Tennessee hillbilly. And you could tell she was a hillbilly. Think you mentioned hillbilly. I had to bring it up. I miss her. I think her name was Evelyn or Eveline. I always start with an E. But I don't know if she ever got married. I don't think she ever got married. I don't think. But people, it's time. It's time. Here's up for all your sweet ladies. Okay, that's the call for me to say goodbye. Peace. Aloha. You all have a great Tuesday tomorrow. Be careful when you're out driving because school's open in the morning. Good night. I want to thank everybody who's on here. God bless you all. Think your baseball do. I know you are baseball, but not right now. No, not right now. No. Like I've told everybody, I got maybe 5 or 6 moderators. One of them is never in the chat. And until I get 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, I'm not going to add any more moderators. Is what I've decided. I got women on here. I got men moderators. That way, nobody can say sex discrimination because they either got kicked off or got put in timeout. But since a YouTuber got me this computer, I leave it up to them on you getting timeout. They know about my YouTube channel, what this stands for. They might put you in timeout for 86 seconds. Me, I'll put you in there anywhere from 5 minutes to 24 hours. I'm different than them. They're letting you slide, but me, I'm not going to let you slide. If you say certain things, you might get flat 24 hours. And that's I know people runs their YouTube channel different from me. Some of them cusses on. Some of them is hate crime people, hate groups, this and that, or they cuss, this or that. Me, I try to keep this more of a family channel where young kids can watch it with their parents. I know this one person, not going to mention his name, his kids love watching me. I guess another kid told him, and they asked their father, said, Dad, can we watch Tom Cartwright 4375 on YouTube? And his dad knew me. And his dad been watching too. And his dad's a subscriber. So there's some people he works with. But I want you all to have a great night. Let's say prayers for the people who has cancer. And if you people can afford it, send donations to St. Jude's for those children of God who has cancer. Let's say prayers to DJ Daniel, the 13-year-old boy who has brain cancer. You can look on YouTube about DJ Daniels or on TikTok. You sit there and watch it. It makes you cry. And I'll probably watch it some more of his people's videos on DJ Daniels. But people, you all might not know that. You all hate President Trump. But President Trump said in his own words, he gave him $200,000 on their hospital bills. Elon Musk paid on the hospital bills. And Elon asked this boy, what would you like to have? And he told him that electric truck. Well, the boy couldn't drive it, but his dad could. I want to thank Elon Musk for doing that. Would I want an electric truck? No. Where I live, it is too cold. It'd suck the heck out of those batteries. I take a Jeep Gladiator is one I would like. A Jeep Gladiator. So people, you all have a great day. God be with you. God is watching over you. Let's make America great again, people, by putting your faith into God. Put your faith into God. That's how we're going to make America great again. Goodbye. God bless you all. Catch you all later. Bye.